All right, let's get after it at 171 pounds. We start to work our way towards the big boys in the lineup. At 1A, Craig Kreman of Tipton, a junior, faces Chad Beatty of Wilton, a junior in the lineup. In Class 3A, it's Brett Richardson of Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln, the senior, going up against Chase Holmgaard of Fort Dodge, also a senior. And the 2A match that fills the larger portion of your screen, Jacob Craig of Mount Vernon, a senior, facing Ryan Hahn of Spirit Lake Park, also a senior.
Craig, again, one of those returning champions here.
Exactly right. Took the 160-pound title a year ago.
Now up at 171, and he's going to get up against Ryan Hahn from Spirit Lake. Got a kick out of the comments here about Ryan Hahn. He has a twin. Did make the tournament here this time around, but we asked him when did he get involved in wrestling. He says 8 years old. He says, my dad thought as twins we'd really enjoy it.
Well, right now they're thanking Dad, I have a feeling.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, nice, beautiful attempt here by Jacob Craig, and you can see his athletic ability, touch and go into that double leg, and brings him straight up in the air.
His coach, Vance Light, and of course, Light's the name that you know around the wrestling circles. Vance has got 4 qualifiers here. Craig, the lone finalist, though.
Okay.
Good Lord. I think he called him for stalling. He just got taken down and slammed down. 15 seconds into the match, he's got a leg laced, which is very difficult to get out of, and he's been called for stalling. So tough hole to be dug out of here. What was that about? You see what I'm talking about? He's got the left knee hooked above, or left leg hooked above the knee, and it's just real difficult to be able to get out of that. Plus, you're going against somebody who's a returning state champion. Nice roll through attempt. I haven't made my point. I just didn't think he was stalling.
I heard you plain and clear. I did get the drift there. The other 2 matches there, the 1A match, Craig Kreman of Tipton, a junior at 46-4, and Chad Beatty of Wilton, also a junior, unbeaten on the season. That's a rematch. Those 2 kids know each other. They've battled on the conference and the district schedules. The 3A, Brett Richardson of Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln, Chase Holmgaard of Fort Dodge.
That's a match up there on the 1A mat. These 2 wrestlers have wrestled the last 3 weekends, with Chad Beatty from Wilton winning all 3 of them.
He was Beatty 5th the year in 2000 down here at the state tournament. Kreman qualified last year but didn't get a medal.
Again, last 3 weekends, 7-4, 9-3, 8-4, lost all 3 times. That's what Jacob Kreman has to say about it. Now this weekend they're at it again.
You know, some kids wouldn't maybe admit that either, but
well, that's respect. I think Chad Beatty's one of the better big guys I've seen out here. Jacob Craig, look at this fellow. I mean, he's just really a good-looking athlete.
Yeah, long.
0-0, 3A, second period.
We're going to do a little equipment timeout here.
That's Ryan Hahn of Spirit Lake Park there, talking to his coach, Rich Vanderwoody. Wiping some blood down. Spirit Lake Park with a nice tournament. They had 4 qualifiers come in. Hahn's the only finalist.
And also the returning state champion and Chase Holmgaard. Here's a scramble situation on the 1A mat. Ends up in Beatty's favor. 2-1 score for Chad Beatty of Wilton. Now we're back to wrestling here with Jacob Craig on your left-hand side of the screen. He's the returning state champion. Going up against Ryan Hahn, Spirit Lake.
Both guys plenty active, a lot of push and shove.
Yeah, you see that somebody chose the neutral position there. We're in the second period. What I like to see here, if the match isn't going your way, I mean, the thing not to do is go, you know, slow your pace down. The thing is to increase the pace.
Become more aggressive.
Yeah, the pace is more important than the score. to see if he can get that other guy to go ahead and wrestle at a level he's not necessarily comfortable wrestling at. Kind of fast break him a little bit and see if he hang with you. If he gets tired, all of a sudden other things open up in the match. See, that double leg attempt was just a little bit softer than it was in the beginning for Craig.
Got him the 2-0 advantage to get started, yeah.
There's this nice single leg attempt. Pops his hips in real well and drives him through, and now he's going to get back points. Yep. Rolls
He's got
through.
a minute to work on it.
I haven't seen him too many people to this position, but that's awful tight. And there's the
Ryan
fall.
Hahn cannot fight it off, and Jacob Craig of Mount Vernon, your 2A 171-pound champion. Look at that. Yeah. Craig finishes out his senior season a champion, 39-1. A two-time champ as he won the 3A, the 2003 championship at 160 pounds. Back-to-back for Jacob Craig.
Well, he's an excited guy. Here you just see a single leg, and what he does, he brings his hips in, all right? It drives through, all right? Finishes it off, comes right up by the head. Hahn really having a difficult time. He did really explode back up to try to get off his back, but he lifts the head off the mat now. Hasn't quite got it. When he brings the head up off the mat, the only things left to hold him up is the shoulders.
Chest to chest. I've heard that yelled from the stands by a lot of coaches. Chest to chest. Let's go to the 1A match then. That's Craig Kreman of Tipton and Chad Beatty of Wilton. As you mentioned.
Like we said before, Chad Beatty, the winner of the last 3 matches between these two fellows.
2-3 in 1A.
Just kind of like to roll the mats back out after they get them all done, and maybe like to see Holmgaard and winner at the little wins at the 1A.
King of the Hill.
Let's invite him over to my house, roll out the mat.
I tell you what, you could sell a few tickets.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee you that.
I mean, just some good-looking athletes that make up these weight classes here. 1, 2, and 3A.
Down to a minute 20 in the third period here, this 1A match. Craig Kreman and Chad Beatty.
You know, you mentioned, Tim, in the Kreman filling out this sheet with regard to the, getting beaten the last 3 times, and whether he'd admit that or not. Of course you admit that. If you tried hard in those matches, you prepared hard. Of course you admit that. That's just where you are now. It's not necessarily where you're going to end up.
But it also says something about I'm not willing to look what might be ahead.
Right.
What happened to me in the past is in the past.
Yep.
I got another chance.
Yeah, he does have another chance. It's 3-2, 49 seconds left in this match. He's wrestling a quality opponent. He knows that, but this match is closer than it's ever been at this point.
45 seconds left.
It's one of the great things about this sport. You work hard, go after it. You deserve the dignity of the victory, but your opponent deserves the dignity of the... Whoa! Nice takedown there by Beatty. That's why I like his style. Just unbelievably comes at you. Also very strong. Looking for the wrist ride.
Kreman's got to come up and turn. He will. That cuts it to 5-3 with 20 seconds to go.
Okay, what's his move here? There's his move.
Shot.
Going for it. Not content with the second place. He's working for the championship. He's just going to run out of time. He's going up against a very skilled athlete here in Beatty.
Now in the 3A match in the top right, you can see that Chase Holmgaard has also picked up a championship for Fort Dodge. And now to the award stand for the 160-pound weight class medal winners, brought to you by the Principal Bank.
Present Tom Thompson, assistant coach at Fort Dodge. 8th place, Gordon Johnson, Fort Madison. 7th place, Tony Miller, Norwalk. 6th place, Matt Gable, Lamar's. 5th place, A.J. Gregg, Decorah, North Winneshiek. 4th place, Austin Bohm, Urbandale. 3rd place, Ryan Yeager, West Delaware, Manchester. Runner-up, Brett Richardson, Council Bluffs, Abe Lincoln. And the 171-pound state champion, Class 3A, Chase Holmgaard, Fort Dodge.
It is time to send the 215-pounders out to the mat. We'll do that after this from your local station. Winners brought to you by Mid-American Energy.
Presenting the Class 1A 171-pound awards, Coach Kevin Brisker of Wilton. 8th place, John Klittisch, Wapsie Valley Fairbank. 7th place, Roger Blickendorfer, North Springs, Rock Falls. 6th place, Kyle Blanchard, Belle Plaine. 5th place, Brian Hansecker, Alden Hubbard Radcliffe. 4th place, Stephen Adams, Riceville. 3rd place, Brent Eakins, Cardinal Eldon. 2nd place, Craig Kreman, Tipton. And the 171-pound state champion at Class 1A from Wilton, Chad Beatty.
And we'll be back to Veterans Memorial Auditorium with more wrestling right after this from your station.
Used to be really good grass control. Came at a cost to the health of your corn. But that was before Option herbicide. It's the first post-emerge grass herbicide with a built-in safener. Option gets all your major grasses and allows you to use higher caliber tank mixes. So you can also get your broadleaves, all without worrying about crop safety. Option, grass control that puts you in control.
Let's put 20 seconds on the clock and go. Exposure to this substance has certain harmful, possibly even fatal health effects, including heart disease. This substance contains over 4,000 chemicals, 63 of which are known cancer causers. And your final clue, this substance is the 3rd leading cause of preventable death in this country, killing 53,000 non-smokers every year. Now, do you have an answer to this?
Presenting the Class 2A 171-pound awards, Coach Vance Light of Mount Vernon. 8th place, Jake Madsen, NCNK Northwood. 7th place, Matt Reese, Albia. 6th place, Ricky Collins, Assumption Davenport. 5th place, Joe Noonan, Emmitsburg. 4th place, Sean Kane, Columbus Waterloo. 3rd place, Vincent Wagner, Osage. Runner-up, Ryan Hahn, Spirit Lake Park. And the Class 2A 171-pound state champion from Mount Vernon, Jacob Craig.
We've got a couple of guests now for the Hy-Vee